I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Thank you all for listening and welcome, as everybody said. I just wanted to touch upon a few of the key features that have launched recently or in the last few months that we feel would benefit your business. And we've worked hard to develop them for the needs of our customers and in turn your customers. So first of all, last year, busy, Create Payments came out. This was our own offering of a payment gateway. We partnered with WorldPay and wanted to develop a low-cost, fully integrated service that would save you time, save you money, and also provide a really nice user experience for your shoppers. As Benjamin mentioned, Page Builder was released. This is essentially a page that you can add. It offers you the way to create content really easily that's going to respond to any device size. Basically makes it easy for you to create mobile-friendly pages with a few drags and drops, pages that look pretty but also are going to be functional, and it's really exciting. As Benjamin mentioned, responsive is the way forward. It's a must these days, and the really sort of easy, simple way to do that is to have a responsive template, a mobile-friendly template, and use Page Builder, and it does it all for you. So, as he mentioned, there are currently 4 templates in the beta feedback stages that we're getting your evaluation on, and we want to know how you're getting on with them. But there are also 4 new themes that have launched this week. They are Woolen, Patterns, Calla Lily, and Cupcake. So these are all designed around a particular industry to show you how you can customize a current theme to suit your brand style. But the 3 features I really wanted to talk about tonight were the API, the SSL Encryption, and Abandoned Basket. So the API, it's essentially a way to connect your website with a third-party service or an app, and it basically just does it automatically. You don't have to worry. You want your website or your data to talk to another service, and the best way to do that is to use the API. So to benefit from it, you can either provide a developer with the documentation and they can do an app for you. You can develop one yourself. You can use a publicly available app that's already within your Create account. Or you can use a service like Zapier where they cut out the middleman and make it easy for you. So if you wanted to create an app, you just go into your account, click on the developer area, click add an app, and this is where you could essentially submit the data or the information that says, I want to create this app, let me do it, and it will do it, we'll approve it, and it'll be publicly available. Another service and another person that has created one already for you is a guy called Robert, very friendly and very nice, and he's from Angel Books. And he essentially created a tool that was to help small online businesses run their business more efficiently, more productively, essentially saving time and money for you. So his sort of main 2 focuses were accounting, so you can control your costs, you can see your profits, and you can make VAT returns easy. And also the stock management side of things, so you can know how much your goods are costing you, and also manage the purchases you make reflected on the sales that you've had. His service is essentially to help small businesses control their costs, price the goods that have been sold, and determine which ones are profitable for you. This is just one of the users that is providing a service that you could use the API with. It will essentially import all your order information, for instance, put it into Angel Books, it'll create an invoice, it'll say this is how much stock was used, this is the cost of that to me as the merchant, and send a dispatch email. Does it all for you. Another service you could use, as I mentioned earlier, would be something like Zapier. So these are an American company. They essentially cut out the middleman, and they provide a service where you connect your data, connect your website to an app to automate a certain task and save you time, save you money, make things easy. you can go through onto their website and it will show you the Zap book, which is essentially over 500 apps that you could already be working with, already be connected to save you time. It keeps going. The most popular ones being MailChimp, social media, Trello. There are all different ones. And if there are ones on there that you're currently using and they're not there actually, you can just ask them and they're more than happy to talk.
Sorry, Danielle, can I just ask a question? So you just connect to Zapier and then so you don't have to connect to each one individually, is that what it is?
No, so essentially Zapier is like the middleman. And then with your Create account, you can say, for example, which I was going to touch upon, I've got an order has been placed, send the information here and this is what I want to do with it. Another example that I was going to show is if you add a new product, post it on Facebook. Tell Facebook I've added new things. There are so many different services and so many different things you can do with it, and that's why it's kind of sky's the limit. Best thing to do is speak to your account manager. If you have a particular service or an app that you're already using externally from Create and it's saving you time, is to use the API, use Zapier, and they'll do it for you. So if you wanted to use them, you could go into your account, click on the connections, add an account, click Zapier, and it generates a token, and this is your unique identifier, which basically you then put into Zapier, and you say, when this happens, do this. When I add a new product, post it to Facebook, for example. So here, Facebook would be the external app that you're using Zapier to connect with. You have a dashboard, and you can have reels of zaps, as they call them, that are tasks, triggers. When this happens, do this. For the Facebook one, for example, it could look like this. I've added new products, send a post automatically that says, come see my website, I've got new hats, as Charlie has. Another user contacted us, he used Trello, and he was using it for his business to essentially manage all his orders for his team. So he's coordinating his team and who he wants to be working on which ones, what stage they're at, for example. But it's very time consuming for him to get all the order information, put it into Trello. There's also the element of human error. He could misspell somebody's address or something. So with Zapier, you can connect and you can say, order is received, put it on my Trello board. No time spent whatsoever, no human error. It's very easy. It looks too easy. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the API. It's something that we launched last year. At the moment, it's in the sort of developer stage, so developers can create and manage apps, or you can use a service like Zapier that can do it for you. But if you have any questions, just ask us later on if you've got a specific example that you want to know a bit more about. Another thing that has been on everybody's minds lately is security, website security, and we launched a full SSL encryption for your website. So with this, you have the kind of worry about website security, and it's like, what is it? What are the common questions we've been asked? So I just wanted to touch upon a few things. So what is it? It's essentially a security feature that helps to assert your trust, your trustability, your security of your website, and it promotes your website as safe. People want to know what it looks like. It doesn't really look like much. It's basically when a web address has HTTPS at the beginning, that's secure. A lot of web browsers will also have a green padlock in the bar, so you might be familiar with that. Like Create, for example. The main important things are, why do you need it? You need to increase your visitors' confidence in your website because that will improve your business reputation. That will in turn convert more visits to sales. Global Sign, online company, said that 90% of users are more likely to trust your website if it's got security indicators like the HTTPS, the green padlock. And that means they're more inclined to hand over their details, continue with the purchase, and therefore you've made a sale. Also, customer trust equals more business. A lot of our customers that have started to use this feature have said how they feel that the trust, they thought it was there, but now it is being displayed more, a lot of their users are saying, well, you know, now that I know it's secure, I'm more likely to give over my information, particularly for users that have member sites or sort of accounts, customer accounts, where you're looking for people to give their sign-up details, things like that. Also, it'll improve your Google ranking. As it's been touched upon tonight, Google are getting cleverer. They are focusing on website security, and they're now going to favour SSL encrypted websites, so they're going to rank higher. So along with the responsive design, the page load speed, you've now got security to factor in. It's all going to boost up your ranking. Lastly, the abandoned basket. It's very exciting. It's not launching until 2 weeks' time, but you can try it now. We've had users testing it and giving us feedback and evaluating it since before Christmas and sort of towards the end of the last quarter. And we just wanted to ask some people and ask yourself, do you know how many sales you're losing? And also, how can you improve your sales and make more money? It's very difficult to know that. We don't know how you would know that. You can use analytics, you can do lots of things. But when it comes to e-commerce, there are things called abandoned basket tools, and we've made one for you. So you could be recovering your lost sales and improving your shopper experience as well, with just a bit more insight into what's going on, insight into their behaviour. With the abandoned basket tool, you have basket restoration, which is where they can come through the website or come through an email that restores their basket that they left behind and they forgot about, and then they see it and they're like, oh, great, now I might buy that. There are also reports, and this includes basket data. So importantly, what products and how much, what was left in that basket that got abandoned. How can I learn from this, and how can I decide, okay, maybe if I'm seeing that product is constantly being abandoned, then maybe I need to do something. Maybe I need to make the pictures better, need to describe it better, need to maybe lower the cost. Whatever it is, you can make changes instantly and see the impact of that. Also, there are automatic emails that you can choose to send. These are to encourage users to come back, and they can essentially, you can tailor them to whatever you'd like. So you could put in an offer if you wish, but it could say, you know, you've left something behind, come on back to us. And it shows them the products, it shows them what they left behind. They click on the link, takes them back to your website, and it's been an extremely popular tool for many merchants so far. So it's really easy to find in your account. You can see it in the shop area, and you can customize the date range. You can see here that this is an example data, quite old, but there are certain abandon rates, there are guides, there are blogs on what you should aim for. There's also, like I said, the option to customize the email. We did a lot of research and have, we feel, created a nice default email, but if you wish to customize it, you can. So during this time, we found that a massive 10% of abandoned emails were recovered, abandoned baskets, were recovered before Christmas. This resulted in over £70,000 recovered revenue that the customers who have been using this feature wouldn't have had prior to Christmas. We've seen from the results that the average spend is over £90 on an abandoned basket, and that's 90% higher than the average spend on a standard basket. So they might be waiting, they might not be impulse buying those higher value baskets, but if given the chance, they're coming back and making the sale. So thank you for listening. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. There's an opportunity to network, speak to any of us from Create or any of the other businesses here, and ask any questions you like.